It's your boy, Fat Fool, man. We here for the culture. I got my guy, Varsity High here, man.
What's up?
Tell him where you from, man.
Shit, I am from Rapid City, South Dakota. That's where I came from, not where I'm born. I'm an Air Force brat. I've been all over the world. Yeah, so that's basically it.
What do you do?
I rap, I produce, and I engineer. I produce and engineer the best, though, if you want to know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As far as the producing, what are you producing off of?
I produce on Pro Tools.
On Pro Tools. I come across a lot of guys still using Logic. How do you feel about that?
I never really used Logic. I used to use Cubase before Pro Tools, and before Cubase, I used to use Fruity Loops. Before that, I used a program called Cool Edit Pro. If any of y'all know about that, I used to just chop samples up and make beats in there just by chopping shit up.
Called Cool Edit Pro?
Cool Edit Pro.
Oh, Cool Edit Pro.
Yeah.
No, I never heard of that.
It's a long time.
I'm gonna check on it. Oh, so it's probably like an outdated program now.
Yeah, it might still have it, I don't know.
That's dope. So any artists you've been working with lately? Any material that you want to kind of like talk about, shout out?
I am
what you got coming up?
I'm currently working with Classy, I don't know if you know him, and Maggie. I don't know if you know him. Maggie's an incredible singer. Classy, he's a great rapper. And we've just been kicking it in the studio lately, and we're just about to show you guys some new shit soon.
Good. As a you said producer first, right?
Yeah.
As a producer, how do you feel about a producer union? Have you heard about Sunny Digital setting that up?
Producer union?
Yup, to make sure you get paid.
Boy, that sounds like the greatest idea. I hate hearing stories about these big name producers not getting their checks and stuff. Like, that's crazy. That's very crazy how people just feel like they can just take your music and then run off into the sunset with it and feel like you don't owe you nothing.
You see, since before the culture, we're going to get into that, man. How culture has changed, and they forget how the producer slash DJ slash innovator, the guy who makes everything happen, is now just a hype man to the project, you know? And do you blame the culture for that? What do you think is the reason of that?
I think the reason for this whole thing is that, like getting these programs to make beats is more accessible. Everybody can get it, so now everybody who wants to rap will try and make beats, you know what I'm saying? Or people will just be like, I can make beats. I used to have friends that were like, I can make beats, and we started at the same time, and they couldn't.
They were garbage. They was ass. I tried myself. It's like flying a plane. I swear, it's too many. It's like flying a plane, man. I'm like, this is dead.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the program, but as far as the creative part of it, like the program, you can learn that shit. It's not about that. Like, it's just about the creative part of it.
Okay.
Like, you can figure out how to make a beat, but is it gonna sound good? Like if you're hitting notes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just not gonna mesh. So with the project, wasn't it Maggie?
Maggie.
How'd you meet them?
Doing the show, Vibe Night with Classy, he promotes the show. I met him, and we just kind of started really working like last week, really. Cause I'm like, I got a studio in my crib, man. What's up?
And y'all link. That's how the magic always happens. That's how the magic always happens. I feel like with producers today, the more intimate, the more better. When you meet up with a guy from another state and y'all go to the studio, it's very stiff.
That's never happened. And I'll tell you guys right now, like, I used to produce for this guy named Bobby Creekwater.
I know who that is.
Yeah, I used to produce for him, and when I moved here, right, it's like every single time I send him a beat, it's not the same. Like, he'd be in the studio when I make the beats, and he catch a vibe. It's not the same when I send you a beat over the internet. I don't even know what your face looks like when you're listening to the beat.
It's weird.
I want to see your face when you're listening to the beat, basically.
Yeah, we could be sending it to aliens. It's crazy. So, over the years, what have been your pitfalls as a producer? How come you haven't made it yet to be a millionaire, billionaire producer?
I think just being naive, really.
Yeah,
just being naive. Trusting people, because I definitely got dusty.
With that being said, I got a question for you about culture today. So I read a report about Michael Vicks speaking out on Kaepernick, saying that he should basically clean his image. It's a bunch of stuff he said, but just basically clean his image. How do you feel about that?
I feel like, you know, Kaepernick got a good image. He just, you know, he won't stand up for the, you know, what do they call it? I don't even like it. The Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's his whole hold up. You know, you got other people that are coming in the league playing that are worse than him. So he doesn't need to clean up his image. He's got a good image. It's not like he's a criminal. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Like, but
It's the national anthem. That's what it is.
National anthem.
Just the national anthem. You know, he's obviously what mulatto or something. You know what I'm saying? A mix or something. But like he can resonate. I seen him go to Africa. He can resonate as I'm not American. For real. The way you do me, the way you might employ me right now.
yeah.
I'm not American. I don't know if that was his MO, but I feel like he didn't do nothing wrong. Like he could have been fasting. He could have been on some type of Muslim shahada. You know what I'm saying? He could now start taking his shahada and like, man, I can't represent none of this. Although I'm on the journey, so I have to play. I feel like because Michael Vick went through what he went through, nobody can speak on this but Michael Vick. You know?
Yeah.
And if he says that he has to clean his image to get his job back, I think Michael knows the potential that he has. It's crazy because Brock Osweiler has a job and not Kaepernick.
It's hard. It's a shame. I think Michael Vick is kind of looking at his situation more than his, you know, than Kaepernick's situation. He's kind of looking at what brought him out of the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was way, way worse.
Yeah, Cap don't even have charges on him.
Yeah. There's no charges. Like, he didn't do anything illegal. So,
Think he'll come back?
I hope so. I hope so. I don't know. It's up to the powers that be. And we know who that is.
You on Instagram? Have you been tuned in with Instagram?
I don't really go into Instagram like that, but I am on Instagram.
Swiss Beats has been battling producers lately. Like, yeah, it's crazy, right? He's been battling, he battled, what's my guy? Timberland. It was crazy. He's on the ground. It's on YouTube as well. And he also battled Just Blaze. Murdered Just Blaze, by the way. You should check into that. Y'all should check into that, man.
Swiss Beats murdered Just Blaze.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Just Blaze came with some all soft, classical music.
See, that's where
Swiss Beats came.
That's where you mess up when you battle. Like, when you battle on beats, you gotta have that hype shit. Like, nobody I don't understand that. That's why I never really like beat battles that much, because I'm like, I don't have a whole bunch of hype shit.
What producers in the future would you like to work with?
In the future, like, there's only a few producers that I'd like to work with. I would love to work with Timberland. I would love to work with Dr. Dre. That's pretty much it right there. Maybe Pharrell.
Maybe Pharrell?
Yeah, maybe Pharrell.
Pharrell should be a definite. You, where can they find you at?
They can find me in Orlando, Florida.
In Orlando, Florida? What about social media handles?
We got Varsity_High at Instagram, Varsity_High at Twitter, Varsity High, Facebook, VarsityHigh.com. And that's HI for the high.
HI for the high. Y'all hear that right there. So y'all go follow my guy, man. Got good material. I'm vouching for the culture.